I will fight till I take my last breath. I got the heart of a warrior, the heart of a warrior. I've been down, I've been out, and I've been. Yeah. I got the heart of a warrior. Believe. The heart of a warrior.
In the fantasy world where Superman is faster than a speeding bullet and brooding caped crusaders combat evil, there's a new force to be reckoned with, and her words are stronger than steel.
Dear DC Comics, my name is Rowan and I'm 11 years old. I love superheroes, and I have been reading comics and watching superhero cartoons and movies since I was very young. I'm a girl and I'm upset because there aren't very many girl superheroes or movies and comics from DC.
For some reason, male superheroes are the more dominant gender in superhero comic books and movies. There are a range of different perspectives as to why this is. For example, postmodernists could say that males are just naturally stronger and therefore they deserve to have the majority of superheroes as males. Feminists, though, would argue against this point and say that society is male-dominated and therefore everything, including fiction, must be male-dominated as well.
At some point when you were reading the comics, you noticed that there were more male superheroes than female superheroes.
Yeah, it's not like the male superheroes are better than the female superheroes, but there are just more of them.
And it wasn't just the lack of female superheroes that has always puzzled Rowan, but the lack of costuming.
If Batman gets to wear armor, then why doesn't Wonder Woman get to wear armor? And I know that she's kind of invulnerable, but it would still be nicer if she didn't wear a bathing suit all the time.
And don't even get her started on the color pink.
If you're fighting crime, I don't understand how you're going to camouflage yourself if you're wearing a bright pink suit. That's not very practical.
Feminists will argue that female superheroes, especially in movies, are misused and are only there to satisfy the male gaze. The term male gaze was first used by Laura Mulvey. This theory discusses how audiences are put into the male's point of view. In other words, the camera puts itself into a male's perspective by focusing the body parts of females in which men look at and drool on. This clip of Black Widow fighting supports the male gaze theory and also what the 11-year-old girl was saying. Black Widow wasn't dressed as someone ready to fight, but instead she was dressed as she was going for a walk in the park on a hot summer's day. If it was a male like Iron Man or Captain America in this situation, they would have had their full armor on and they will actually look like they're prepared for a fight. Also, right before the fight scene, she was tied up in a chair. Feminists could argue that this scene only took place in order to get a good look at Black Widow's body and therefore supporting Laura Mulvey's male gaze theory.
Even as a young child, Rowan noticed an inequality.
You know, you go to the store and they don't have a hot girl t-shirt and they have Superman everywhere and Batman everywhere. I don't think it diminished her enjoyment of the stories or the characters at all, but it made her feel like she couldn't quite participate in the way that she wanted to.
Due to the fact that girls love superheroes just as much as boys do, feminists could question why stores sell mainly male superhero items rather than female superhero items. When you walk into a store like As the Living or Toys R Us, you will be able to find male superhero costumes, toys and merchandises, but you will find very little female superhero related goods. Girls, like the one in the video, identify this issue easily, and some may start to feel that the reason there is more male superhero goods than female superhero goods is because superheroes are mainly targeted at males. This could then potentially damage their interest in superheroes altogether.
What's gonna stop now? God knows that I put in the hours.
She was being like, why does Wonder Woman always have to be caught by Superman? Why doesn't Wonder Woman ever catch Superman? It's like, these are good questions, you know?
Adding on to what the man just said, In nearly every superhero movie ever made, a female is always the one to be saved by a male superhero. Some females could find this offensive, as they would think that by making males the heroes and females the victims, it will make reality seem that males are ultimately the superior gender, whilst females are only known to be weak and vulnerable.
I got the power. We at the top, blow smoke in the sky, yeah. But I'ma take it just a little bit higher. I will fight till I take my last breath.
Go right behind you!
Heart of a warrior, the heart of a warrior. I've been down.
Did you kill him? No. Thank you. Go. Coffee? It should have been me. Open your eyes, Sonny. Hey. Gwen. Hey. Breathe. Hey. You're okay. Stay with me, stay with me. Stay with me, stay with me. You stay with me. Gwen. Gwen! No, please, please. Please.
As you can see in these clips, both the male and female die, but there is a difference in the way the two deaths are played out. In both clips, it is a male who is saving a female rather than the other way around. The male one, whose name is Tommy, was being a stereotypical superhero male by saving the woman just in time. The female, whose name is Gwen, was being a stereotypical female in superhero movies by being the one who needs saving. By comparing these two deaths, people could conclude that males are stronger and more durable than females. Tommy was pierced through his body by a sharp object and still managed to say some last words, whilst Gwen died during the fall and didn't get the chance to say anything. In reality, a pierce through the body would mean that the person isn't likely to say as much as Tommy did, but the director may have wanted to send out the message that males are more stronger and more durable than females. When Tommy died, his face was filthy and his clothes were rough. As Spider-Man was holding Gwen in his arms, the camera was facing down on her face, and you could see that her face was glowing as if she had just had a fresh shower and then put on makeup. The way the two of them looked are obviously different. The filthiness and roughness of Tommy could represent a hard-working male, especially in jobs such as constructing. Gwen's glowing face, on the other hand, could represent the beauty of women and how their appearances catch our attention.